Came in early today. Tired as a dog, man. You understand what I'm saying? But I got to do my job. How y'all living out there today, man? How is everybody enjoying Thursday? And how was the Thursday night game for you? Was it an upset or was it a surprise? Which one was it? Check this out, man. Let me tell y'all about a situation one time in Tracy, right? I tell you, Crips and Damus got booty bandits. Crips and Damus been talked out their ass. I'm keeping it 100. Well, when we was on a modified program, because Damu got hit, the blood got, BGF got hit, a Crip got hit that day, white boy and the Southern got hit. So they put us on lockdown, had us on modified control, feeding just racist. Well, I'm at my cell, man, in C-Wing. I'm on the third tier. When I'm coming back from the dining hall, this CO female named Clancy get at me. Clancy had a gang ass too, white girl. She get at me. She say, Bam, you need to go in there. It's a situation. You got a Crip dude scared to go in the cell with another Crip dude. So I go down there like, man, what's the problem, man? You got to go in your cell, cuz. He don't want to let me know what happened. So I get at his celly, because me and his celly got an understanding in the relationship. We was tight. Unbeholden me, now I knew this was his get down. So when he get at me, he say, oh, man, I ain't raped the boy. I talked the boy about his butt, right? So bam, they finally let us off lockdown. The dude that got talked about his ass, homeboys hearing about the situation, so they mad at his celly and what he did, or what his celly allowed him to do. And they get at me, hey, Bam, won't you call a DP on cuz for get him off the yard? I'm like, hey, that's between them, two grown-ass men. Cuz didn't violate him. This is what cuz do. Cuz allowed himself to get played. That's on him. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And this is what people need to understand, man. I was against all type of homosexuality type of shit in the penitentiary. But I didn't knock what another motherfucker did. It wasn't my get out. And that shit was taboo to me. My big homie Hamron pumped the fear of God in me about ever dwelling into that shit. So another man physically don't turn me on. You understand what I'm saying? But we go by the myths of what people say about people in the pen. You know what I mean? Everybody don't get down like that, man. I was going on family visits. Every pen I went to, I went on visits. You understand? I kept a female in my life. My writing letter game is immaculate. It's on deck. But it's a trip on how those myths you hear about prison and thinking everybody dwells in that type of behavior. People don't, man. People really look down at that type of behavior in the penitentiary. You understand what I'm saying? But like Vacaville is where they housed a lot of homosexuals at. And motherfuckers used to try to get transferred to go to Vacaville. Now watch this. Motherfuckers say Southerners didn't fuck with that. If they didn't, why was Southerners in Vacaville? Why was it Hispanic homosexuals in Vacaville? That's a medical facility. You feel what I'm saying? And dudes was breaking their neck trying to get to that type of pen. So I ain't trying to talk about nobody. I'm always keep it 100 with y'all, man. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna tell my truth. You understand what I'm saying? That Bam didn't fuck around. Bam didn't have no need to fuck around. I love a black woman. I'm gonna tell you a prison experience in the visiting room. When I was in old folks, man, my mother came to see me during the war. As soon as I walked in the visiting room, she said, look at all these niggas with these white women. You feel me? What's up, Cadillac Chris? And when my girl got in my business, I was down on my murder, and my girl Poo Poo came to see me in New Folsom. First thing she said, the same thing my mother said. She said, look at all these brothers in here with white girls. So let me give you a myth on something. A lot of brothers come to the pen and believe the black woman ain't gonna stay down for you. I got to get me a white girl or a Mexican, man. They stay in the visiting room. But what they didn't know, the Mexican dudes and white dudes that was going on visits, that was their parents coming to see them. That wasn't no bra. You understand what I'm saying? So don't never assume that the black woman can't stay down. Because the woman that stayed down in my life, the cover girl Poo Poo that stayed down, my woman was a true substance black woman. She stayed down 131%. COs, and when I was in New Folks, they thought my girl lived in Sacramento. She was running because New Folks was going to visit Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I used to be out there, man. She used to catch the plane from LA to come up here to see me, man. You understand what I'm saying? But understand this. I know a brother named Sean. Watch this, man. I know a dude named Sean, about 6'2", 6'3", out of Sacramento, right? Thought he was a cold place. But he was renting his TV out in the pen, buying caps of weed for me. I was double up. If you get a cap on me, at this time, a cap costs $12, $10. If you want it on consignment, give me $20 for a cap. Damn near every draw, I get $50, $60 out of this cat. I was double charging, working him. But one night we in the day room. He said, man, you LA niggas, you LA Bloods and Crips, and this Damu out of Oaks Park. Another booty bandit ass dude come to find out he PC'd up to chase a pump. They talking about how LA Bloods and LA Crips is like, we ain't got the game to keep it broad, right? This dude, Sean, knocked Dennis Rodman's wife. I said, man, you so much of a motherfucking player. You up in the visiting with Dennis, because I done seen him up there with her, right? In the visiting with the white girl, right? You so much of a player, you renting your TV out. So you rent your shit out when you ain't got nothing. You're looking at a wall every night while somebody else is giving you $20, $30 a month to rent your TV out for you can pay a motherfucker like me for your ass to live on this yard. If you don't pay me, you know what I'm gonna do. He said, oh man, you flexing, man. I'm like, I ain't flexing, homie. But y'all ain't finna belittle. It's a lot of Charleston whites from up north. I ain't talking about up north cats, but you got some of them dudes with Charleston white mentality where they didn't like how LA Crips and Bloods, how we got in. But what they really didn't like is how they had to be up north to run on visits. But how we was up north and our females was knocking down them doors for us, man, and representing us. You understand what I'm saying? Coming through custom for us so we can get our money up in that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? I never went hungry in prison. I never had to eat in the dining hall. I ate in the dining hall because I felt like taking a walk to the dining hall. I always ate in my cell. You understand what I'm saying? I had more than enough in prison. You understand what I'm saying? And I forgot the Damu boy from Oaks Park, man. But he ended up PCing up, man. I remember I was in Tracy, man. I was a tier tender, right? I'm sweeping the tier one day, man. This prison shit, man. I'm sweeping the tier. I asked that question again, man. I didn't catch it. I was sweeping the tier in GF wing. I caught these two white boys, man. I looked in their cell. These two white boys was flip-flopping, right? Watch this, man. Now, about 30 more minutes, they about to run yards. So the two white boys yell out the door. Hey, Bam, check it out. I need you to make a run for me. You know, we used to make runs for them. Hey, man, I don't want to hear about nobody being exposed. That's not my business. People being exposed. You understand what I'm saying? That's not my business. I don't get down like that. I don't want people in my chat on that type of get down. I don't get down like that. I don't dwell in bullshit. But anyway, man, the white boys called me to their cell, right? And say, man, we got $100. I need to see that again, man, because I don't understand that. But anyway, they called me to cell. They give me $200 to go get an ounce of weed. Basically, it's hush up money not to tell people what I seen, right? But that I never been one to spread that. That's y'all business. And man, I stumbled up on it, right? But understand something, man. You're gonna get a lot of dudes that get on these podcasts and say things about Crips and Damus that's untrue. That's simply pure 100% a lie. Because they have some type of hatred towards us, right? And it's a trip, man. When I first went to prison, even YA, the only hatred I thought I had was from Bloods. So when I went to prison, I found out Bloods wasn't the only people that hated me. Bloods only hated me because of the color of my bandana, because I still had Damu friends. And I found out a lot of people hated Crips based on what they heard about Crips and the myths they heard that we was into doing this, beating up on motherfuckers, I seen a lot of my homeboys, people that I knew, go through. I had a homeboy, man, had a 6-month violation in the LA County Jail. That was a movie. What's up, Midwest? That was a movie, and that's what they do, just like the movie Colors. Colors was a movie of bullshit. It wasn't factual. It was fiction. It wasn't based on reality. Because at this time, blacks and Hispanics wasn't even beefing. Yet they made it look like that was going on, right? But back to what I was saying, man. You got people that create myths about us, and it make people not want to fuck with us. What's up, Caps? How you been doing, man? All is well. I'm at work, baby, on my break. Just trying to entertain people for the night, man. I'm finna start doing a lot of prison stories because people say they like them. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it to you. You understand? I'm in the conference room at my job and drink me a cup of coffee. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody might give me that beer tonight for my lunch break. I go on lunch at 10. I seen a lot of things in prison that wasn't cool, right? Also see some of the strongest turn into the softest, some of the softest turn into the strongest. But the person that can go home and survive all the test of time is the person that mind his own. You understand what I'm saying? It's certain things you can't escape from in prison. You can't escape from racial riots. If you're on the yard, the only way you're gonna escape from a riot is if your building didn't make it out that day, right? Then it's a strong possibility that when you come out your motherfucking door going on the medical, that the police, if you're in the 180, the police might hit 2 cells that ain't black. And it's a setup. So you got to always understand. So we used to lock our own cells, plug our own cell up so it wouldn't accidentally come open. Because that's what the police do. The police and CDC, man, was known to work with the Emmy. I hate to say that. Back in the day, an Emmy member did an interview on 60 Minutes, and they admitted to that they worked with the administration. And to some people, that made them successful with having black casualties during the war, right? So they got at us. I didn't know Raymond Brother, Casper. I ain't know Raymond Brother, homie. I ain't know Raymond Brother, right? But I had a cousin lived on 78th and Hooper, Bridget Hedgeman. But I met Raymond, I was like 13 years old in Compton. And my cousin Big Ali and Lil Ali house. Him and Big Ali, 165, and Mike T and Keely Welch and him was real tight. You feel me? Real tight, man. I looked up to Raymond Washington. I idolized Raymond Washington for his cripping. And keeping it 100, that's the only G we got. Ain't no other G. Even though I've been handed the title, been handed to me as OG, the only real G Crip, OG Crip is the motherfucker that started, and that's Raymond Lee Washington, y'all. Understand what I'm saying, man? That's a couple real. I get that from my big homie, Big Ant. He told me that one time, Tax, said, man, we ain't OGs, Raymond Washington OG. So I understood that. He created this. And a lot of us, a lot of Crips, there's their representation of Crip is turning cuz over in his grave. We turn the dudes over like Kurt, Big Bay, Inch, Dog, Turtle, D-Dog from Nutty, my cousin twin them. We turning them over. We turning them over in our grave because the way Crips now conduct themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Drugs and chasing money gave gangbanging a whole different dimension. You understand what I'm saying? And gangbanging trained drastically. Every hood is its own worst enemy. You understand what I'm saying? There's so much in-house killing in hoods that is pathetic. You understand what I'm saying? Every time you hear about somebody that got killed across town, first thing a motherfucker say, oh man, one of his homies did it. You feel me? Then you get motherfuckers, these fake ass trolls getting in. So we did just like a motherfucker don't know they line. Gang banging is trained, especially in prison. A lot of dudes, man, go to prison. They was with the business on the streets with the gunplay, with the rah-rah shooting, drive-by shooting and all that. But they get to that penitentiary and they Damuism, some of them, they Cripism, go down a fraction of damn near 10. It goes all the way down from a 10 to a 0. Because now they ain't got no gun. They scared to pick up a knife. I remember when I got to Old Folsom, man, before I got paroled, I got sent to Old Folsom because I was a mentor in the health right, the drug program. I was a mentor. They made me a mentor. Tiny T-Tone, what's up? And they sent me there. As soon as I get there, my homie Q-Ball meet me in New York. Q-Ball had a celly named Diamond. Dude get over New York. What's up, little homie? I said, woo, time out. I ain't no little homie. He said, I'm your big. I said, you ain't my motherfucking big homie. I got the 2 big homies in the penitentiary. That's Big and Sumo. You ain't my big homie. I'm a big homie. He said, man, my celly said you was gonna do it, man. I ain't, I don't get down like that. I remember you in New Folsom, you walking around like you was buff, but you wasn't nobody. Now you claiming this crip shit. But when I got there, we on the yard, and a situation happened with this dude out of watch. He owed a white boy some money. Q-Ball said, man, wait till the big homie come on the yard. I just got there. I ain't been there a week. Off orientation a week. So I get on the yard. They bring the white boy to me. What you mean, what's up with my Cody? My Cody resting in peace, dude. That was my rag. Anyway, they get at me, they bring the white boys to the crib square, we talking. I'm like, yeah, what's up? They said, man, we'll whoop on me $50. I said, all right, we'll get that for you. But I don't know what's been going on in this pen prior to me going on, but he ain't finna get physically DP'd or nothing. And furthermore, man, just like y'all don't pay debts, I can sit up and say we don't pay debts either. Y'all shouldn't have been even exchanging dope together. Basically, the homie didn't work him. He just served a white boy show because both of them used the same, they was on that meth shit. But come to find out, I knew the homie that was, I ended up knowing his uncles. He had an uncle from Folk Trade, got an uncle named Bruce in the rooms of recovery, and I knew him. So now I got to safeguard him. So I could go to a cell. I say, hey, homie, we got to tone that down. You finna go home, man. Don't put me in no situations I don't need to be in. So anyway, the same week, we on New York that night. I asked my homeboy, Big Crazy Coop from Fresno. I say, man, you work on the Lord York? He's like, yeah. He said, what you need? I said, man, I need some plexiglass. Hey, man, listen to me, man. The humble bird up on the counter did this. Oh, no, man. We don't need no iron on the yard or nothing like that. I'm trying to put some Usalam on the yard. Usalam is security. I'm trying to put security on the yard, a couple of key suits on the yard. When we out here, the yard's up, this is what's going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. I seen more fist fights in Old Folsom this time than I seen more knife plays. You understand what I'm saying? That's how dramatic prison has really changed. It was another situation. The police in Calipet, they start selling 15-inch TVs. The police in the property room give Devil from Marvin? Yeah, I think Devil was from Marvin. Gave Devil Marvin the 15-inch TV. Devil running the building and parlay the motherfucker. He sell it, get his bread. So the police call these dudes they thought had influence to get at people. And one of my motherfucking homies, not my personal homie from Front Hood, but he was a 6C rider. He going from cell to cell. I'm there on the phone in my motherfucking cell. He called me to the door. Hey, man, yeah, man, we got to get at the homie that had that TV before we can turn that TV in, because they talking about locking down the pen, coming up here and taking floaters from motherfuckers, taking phones. I said, I don't give a fuck if they come take no motherfucking phones. It's prison. It's what they do. All right? So the next day we go to New York, me and football, man. Was out there on our little Saturday thing. Football was working out. So I used to work out with football. Football work out so tough, your arms feel like they'll fall off of your legs, feel like they just give out on you, work you out so tough. So anyway, drink some coffee, man, some iced coffee, man. And my homeboy, I got a lot of love for him. We still communicate today. We both on the streets. He Rob Ryan. I said, cuz you must want to test this 50 plus something. And I beat your ass on this show. Don't you never walk around going from cell to cell telling a motherfucker to turn in some shit that the police gave away on accident. That's the police responsible for that motherfucking TV. And if they search this motherfucking pen and lock this motherfucker up and take a motherfucking phone, find a motherfucking sack, so be it. You're gonna get you another phone, you're gonna get you another sack. Come on, man, we don't do the police job, man. What's wrong with you dudes? This how prison changed because of phones, because of the narcotics that's running in and out that motherfucker. It's so much money in prison that dudes alter they compromise their integrity, their morals, and their principles. They sell their soul for a phone. You understand what I'm saying? Like I had phones. I had numerous of phones because my homies like T-Tuck, Dog, and Weeby them. You feel me? A few other cats like Geronimo from Palmer. He looked out for me, put some bread on send me a JPay if I could be able to give me a phone. Poo-Poo bought me a phone for $1,500. And phones was going $1,500, damn near 2 racks before I got out, right? So I had a few phones, man. But this what I'm saying, man. I used to have cellies that come in. You know, anybody when you come in my cell, when I'm being in the cell by myself, I'm a dude that like living by myself. So I always leave a kite on the top bunk just in case the police put a motherfucker in the cell. And these youngsters just are going to cell regardless of the person in there, which you shouldn't do. Right? And the first thing you read on the paper, my homie Q-Ball found this out. He used to laugh. He said, "You crazy, big homie." I said, "Man, this is a Crip cell. You don't use hard drugs in my cell. I'm not with no bullshit. I smoke cigarettes every motherfucking day in prison like it was still legal. When I say every day, I ain't talking about no one a day. I smoke like I was smoking a half a pack a day. I smoke like this. Anyway, every celly I get, man, I used to tell them, I use my phone all day. I say, man, I got a phone. Hey, you got 30 minutes to get at your family, get you some bread generated up in here. But don't call no female taking. Tell me, "Oh, baby, let's FaceTime if I can see your body." No, man, FaceTime and you looking at your girl vagina and the titties ain't gonna get you no motherfucking canteen. You understand? Especially looking at my motherfucking cell, like, damn, man, it look like a Savons in this motherfucker. I said, man, my cell was full of food and all that because of the people that love me, not just my family. My homies like T-Tuck, man. T-Tuck send me from $50 to $100 every month. I ain't even have to ask for it. Say, man, I just dropped the money off to your girl, man. Woo. Call Weeby them. I send Weeby them a kite. I send a kite to Big Boo. Say, man, get a package slip. Already got that dog, man. They throwing $400-500. He come the package. You understand what I'm saying? My girl sending me 2-3 packages a month in different other people's name. And I didn't take advantage of people. People just wanted to look out for a motherfucker that they love. I had cousins. My cousins sent me with packages. I knew how to manage my shit, right? But I was always like the young dudes to get in my cell and groom them. I had a young brother named Bolo out of Vegas, but he was with the, gangster moving car. And football told him he wanted to move out my cell. Come to find out he was on them drugs. He wanted to move out my cell. And football told him, don't move out the cell. The big homie stay up in there. He lacing you. Bolo was up in there, man, working out every day on New York football, getting his little yokes on. Man, eating 4-5 motherfucking burritos a day fucking with me. I didn't even smoke weed, but I kept him smoking weed up in the motherfucker. He like, damn, man, you let me smoke big weed. I'm letting you, watch this. I'm letting him talk to his father, call his father in Vegas, call his mom in Palm Springs, trying to get him to put his bra back in his life, all this, right? And the police took a floater TV from him. Didn't know it was a floater. I 602'd it, but they thought they really took his TV, broke his TV. I got him another TV. I looked out for this brother, right? He ended up moving, man. Post went on the lick. And he didn't, but my road dog was again, Sneak, get on him. That Sunday morning, they going to dining hall. Sneak go tap dance dude. The incident was Big Crazy D get it because I got Sneak phone. Big Crazy, I had already got it in my little brother football. Like, hey man, read this kite, just some Sneak. Sneak telling me if he don't get out the hole to sell his phone, send the money to his brother who bought the phone for him. Big Crazy D come out the kitchen, say, "Man, let me holler at you, love one." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, cuz?" That's a gangster phone. Whoop, time out, Chief. Ain't no gangster phone. That's sneak phone. And I ain't giving that phone to nobody from A-Track Gangster, but football. If football would have asked for that phone, I'd have gave it to football. Because I know football, he's responsible. Football just standing there laughing, right? But he liked it, how I conducted my business. Football kept that G perspective in me. Because he a young G himself. It was dudes like that that kept me focused. Because they football, Carver Bowl, it was dudes like that that drill, that questioned me every day about the activities, how Crips supposed to be in prison. Because they was eager to see unity. They didn't like to see the chaos amongst Crips. And it was a lot of, the chaos come from jealousy, fake leadership. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a chief. Don't nobody want to be an Indian. Well, before I was a chief, I was an Indian, man. For every great leader, it's a great follower. You understand what I'm saying? In order to be a great leader, you must be a great follower. And that's some of them prison stories I can give you at a short minute of time. It's like 26 minutes. So I'm gonna ask somebody to buy me ice cold beer tonight, though, man, on my lunch break. Bottom line. You understand? But don't go by the myths of these movies they talk about with Crips and Damus, man. South Central and Colors was full of bullshit. It was full of bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. Somebody bought me a nice ice cold Modelo or Stella. $ OG Bam 131 for that ice cold beer for my lunch break, man. Again, $ OG Bam 131. Somebody buy their board ice cold beer for my lunch break. I appreciate it, and it'd be truly grateful. With that said, ain't nobody told you they love you today. OG Bam love you. Stay tuned tomorrow at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, between 12 and 1. Another prison story, man. Talk about Solid Dad. You understand what I'm saying? Peace.